Manchester United are in turmoil, despite back-to-back wins over Coventry and Sheffield United. They are unbeaten in 4 games. However, manager Ten Hag is clinging onto his job because the club's performances have fallen way below expected standards.
They collapsed to throw away a 3-0 lead to Championship side Coventry, who fought back to draw 3-3 at Wembley in Sunday's FA Cup semi-final. United won on penalties, but only after VAR saved them from a humiliating defeat by ruling out what would have been a winner for Coventry in the dying moments of the game.
United went on to win the shootout as Anthony taunted the Coventry supporters afterwards. Ten Hag's men then stumbled to a 4-2 midweek win over Sheffield United, after twice falling behind to the Premier League's bottom team.
Read more in Football. Need to haggle. Ten Hag faces 25% cut to £9 million salary if he keeps job due to contract clause ready to go. 7 managers who could replace Ten Hag at Man United after Wembley horror show. The Dutch manager is under huge pressure as joint owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe continues his extensive overhaul of the club behind the scenes, with new technical director Jason Wilcox overseeing events on the pitch. For a long time, United have been run poorly from behind the scenes. Recruitment has routinely been scattergun, and the slow nature of decision-making at the club has seen them miss out on potential new players.
Ratcliffe and his right-hand man Sir Dave Brailsford are fixing some of these problems, and the expectation is growing that Ten Hag will be shown the door sooner rather than later. Most read in Football. On the charge, Prem chief gives update on hearing date for City's 115 alleged FFP breaches. Red Line: Man United willing to axe up to 11 players this summer in massive overhaul, and goal gigs was slammed as a womanizer cheat by own lawyer. Has he finally settled? Unbelievable. Axed Soccer Saturday stars reunite, without the most difficult colleague. Casino special, best casino welcome offers. Here we highlight 3 key things that Ten Hag is getting wrong at the moment at United, which could cost him his £9 million a year job.
Conceding too many shots. The most damning stat is that United concede an average of 17. Seven shots at their goal per 90 minutes in the Premier League this season. Only lowly Sheffield United have more, with 17.
Man City managed to keep that figure down to just 8. Who could be Man Utd's next manager after Ten Hag? In essence, United looks soft defensively. Ten Hag will point to the amount of injuries, with the likes of Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane once again being injured.
Brazil star Casemiro has been deputizing as a centre-half in recent games. However, there are no excuses for how disorganized the defensive unit has looked as a group, and the blame for this has to come down to the coaching staff. With the exception of the young French central defender Willy Camboire, the rest of the players who have played in the back four for United during this injury crisis have been established internationals.
This means that at the very least we should expect him to get the basic positioning right against the ball. But instead, United are often disorganized, with players getting caught well out of position, leaving gaps in the defensive line.
This lack of positional solidity from the defensive line, however, is not helped by the fact that United struggle to get pressure on the ball when the opposition are in possession. The lack of pressure and defensive solidity that United have shown from their midfield unit has led to the opposition being able to find through balls or passes into space to threaten and stretch the United defensive line.
One of the biggest things that United need to do looking forward to next season is to fix their defensive issues. With that said, however, keeping key players on the defensive side of the game fit should also be a priority.
Too passive in midfield. With the exception of club captain Bruno Fernandes, United can be extremely passive and slow in possession when they look to build their attack. United have traditionally been a team that attacks quickly through transitions and counter-attacks.
But this season, under Ten Hag, they seem to have slowed the pace of their attacking movements down. While Fernandes will still get on the ball and try to be aggressive in terms of his progressive passing to move the ball into the final third, he is the only midfield player that we see break lines consistently for United.
The back four and the other midfield players for United will typically look to be safe and secure in possession. However, this just allows the opposition players to quickly get back into their defensive shape.
Given the pace that United have in the attack in the likes of Marcus Rashford, Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho, it would be far more beneficial for United to be more direct and progressive in possession. United are not helped in this regard though by some of the poor technical quality that their players show when they have space and time to play.
Too often United players will give the ball away to opposition players or put the ball out of play when they have plenty of time and space to play and to break down the opposition. For Manchester United to be truly successful, they need to be braver and more progressive in possession of the ball.
We would expect this to be another aspect of the game that United will look to improve in the transfer market this coming summer. They don't play to their strengths. For a team to be truly successful at the top levels of football, they have to be able to recognize their strengths, and play to those strengths.
As we have already touched upon, United this season have been far too slow and passive in their attacking play, and as such they have struggled to really stretch the opposition and use the pace that they have in the attacking unit. The likes of Rashford, Garnacho and Højlund are all very strong runners with true pace.
If United were able to get the ball forward more quickly, then the opposition would be forced to defend deep and in space. Time after time we see United's quick forwards making off-the-ball runs to attack space, only for the ball not to be released quickly to exploit these movements.
All of the three most dangerous attacking players that United have thrive on getting the ball in space, with the ability to run at opposition defenders and to attack space when they are in possession. The fact that United are slow when they build the attack means that when these attacking players do finally get possession of the ball, they tend to be playing against a more structured and settled defensive block from the opposition.
As things stand, United, under Ten Hag, have been far too slow in all thirds of the pitch when they are in the attacking phase. Giving players more freedom to play long and into space would cause the opposition real problems with the pace that United have in their attack.
Conclusion: it is looking increasingly more likely that Erik Ten Hag will not be the Man United manager at the start of next season. Read more. Son STORIESTRAGIC Death Boy, 5, killed after being hit by Ford Fiesta on busy road in horror smash toy joy. Iconic 90s shop to return to more high streets this year after disappearing. While he has been unlucky with constant injury issues, especially in the defense, this season it is also fair to say that he has taken some freedom away from players on the pitch.
This will be a big summer for United, with England boss Gareth Southgate and former Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel in line to replace Ten Hag.